Thursday, January 10th at 9 on the Weather Channel.
It's now 30 past the hour. All day long, we are bringing you comprehensive coverage of the sprawling, multifaceted storm named Euclid. Our Mike Seidel is live in icy Oklahoma City, and our winter weather expert Tom Nizzle is at the expert desk tracking the storm, which will eventually sweep into the Northeast. Welcome back into Morning Rush. I'm Stephanie Abrams alongside Eric Fisher this morning. We're going to start with the severe side of this storm, and we just had a tornado watch issued until 1 o'clock Central Fish. I know it's not quite, oh, it's just popping up. There it is. Just popping up on our graphic here, so I'll let you tell everyone about that tornado watch.
All right, so we've got two watch boxes. The tornado watch just issued a couple moments ago. That expires at 1 o'clock this afternoon. That's for southern Louisiana. It includes New Orleans and Baton Rouge. So this is something where we're seeing an escalation of thunderstorm activity as we head through the morning. Then west of there, it's all severe thunderstorm watch box. That's in effect until 9 o'clock local time. And a lot of lightning out on the map here from Dallas to Waco, reaching over into Louisiana, Mississippi. We do have a tornado warning. It's right here west of Lafayette for Acadia Parish. So this is the second time this morning we've been under a tornado warning here. This includes the towns of Rain and Crowley, and this is in effect until 7:45 local time. Doppler indicated with this cell right in here. So if you're in the path of that storm, you want to get to shelter immediately. It's moving to the northeast at about 45 miles per hour. That puts it into the Lafayette area by 7:57, into New Roads by 9:01, Zachary by 9:16. So watching this cell very carefully. We expect more of these types of warnings to pick up as we head toward lunchtime and into the afternoon. Then we've got just generally heavy rain, stormy weather for Jackson, Macomb. We're reaching backward across the northern part of Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and then in Texas, boy, it's just pouring buckets from Brownwood over to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Waco. No warnings in here, but take a live look at Dallas. I mean, it's just been pouring rain out there on the streets. Not a lot of traffic. It is Christmas morning, but if you have to get on the roads, keep in mind it is just going to be a nasty slog out in the streets, and it's going to take a long time to get to where you need to be. So let's go back, talk about the setup here as we head toward the afternoon. We've got a deepening area of low pressure. The upper level energy is back here across Texas. That's helping to fuel those thunderstorms. Then we've got a little bit of subtropical jet down here along the Gulf Coast, and in between the air is what we call diverging across the southeast. Why is that important? Now basically the winds are spreading apart and exiting the area, and that allows more air to come in at the surface, more rising motion, more storms. So that's one of the ingredients we look for a stormy setup. So the red area today, Houston, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, eastward over into Birmingham. Tornadoes are looking quite possible. Straight line wind damage, another thing that's going to be very dangerous as we head throughout this Christmas day. Tonight, the energy actually increases in terms of wind energy. So Alabama, Florida Panhandle into Georgia, including Atlanta and Tallahassee, could see strong winds, tornadoes, some very heavy rain as we head through the overnight. So maybe if you have Christmas plans today, you're driving back somewhere, make sure you check the radar first. Here's the future radar and what we think is going to be happening as we head throughout the day. We've got a big mess out there right now, but as we head toward the afternoon, that jet energy starts to point right across the region. So this line of thunderstorms should start to develop across Louisiana into Mississippi, and that's going to have a lot of strong winds in it and potentially some supercell thunderstorms developing. Those can create the bigger tornadoes. Then as we head towards 7 this evening, these press across the Mississippi border into Alabama, and as we head toward 10 o'clock, they're starting to reach into Birmingham, Atlanta. Overnight, nasty squall line of storms right in here. So this is something we're going to be with all day here, Steph.
All right, let's have a look at the winter side of the storm. Euclid, this is what it did in Washington State. Heavy snow caused trees to fall, leaving more than 3,500 without power in Chelan County. Thanks to the snow, a stretch of US 2 closed from Stephen Pass to Leavenworth. So it's a white Christmas, but it comes at a cost. Let's talk more about the cost of a white Christmas in Oklahoma City. The ice shifting over to snow. That's where we find Mike Seidel. He's been there all morning long. And Mike, it doesn't seem that you're getting any type of precipitation right now, but is the grass covered with ice or snow?
You're right, Stephanie. Whatever was falling has ended. We've had sleet and freezing rain. The grass, a little bit of sleet down there, just a touch of white, but we've really had little, if anything, but enough to cause accidents. At least 4 injury accidents being reported around Metro Oklahoma City so far this morning, including a huge pileup just after 2 a.m. out on I-40 westbound. 21 cars and 3 tractor trailers. Last check, there were still 2 tractor trailers and 6 cars at the location. This was on an elevated surface, either a bridge or an overpass. Now, these were treated yesterday, but again, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily safe for driving the speed limit. Around the area, look at the radar now. We've got rain down towards the Red River. Eric mentioned the rain pouring down in Dallas-Fort Worth over towards southeast Oklahoma. Then you get up here and you've got a mixed bag of light precip. It's usually freezing rain or light freezing rain. And then north and west of here up towards Clinton, up towards Enid, it's light snow. Temperatures in Clinton have dropped down into the teens. We're at 27 now here in Oklahoma City, and the wind chills will stay in the teens all day as their temperatures slowly fall. The timeline again, 3 to 5 inches of snow in the forecast today, another inch this evening. Winds right now running north, gusting 20 to 25 miles an hour. So it's a cold, damp day, Christmas Day here in Oklahoma City. Any snow will wrap up this evening. It'll be windy and cold overnight. And tomorrow the sun is back out, but a very cold day by Oklahoma City standards. Temperatures don't get to freezing. Our average high this time of the year is 49 here in Oklahoma City. Well, the storm is heading into the northeast tomorrow and Thursday. But once again, Tom, it looks like the big cities can keep their plows in safe haven because it's going to be an interior storm once again.
Yeah, if we're talking about that I-95 corridor in particular along the East Coast, I think that's going to stay warm enough that it'll be an all-rain situation. Back across your part of the country right now, Mike, in through Oklahoma, we're taking a look at the radar here, and it looks like some of that jet energy that is really fueling this tremendous outbreak of thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast is robbing the precipitation from back in the cold air here, and we see it kind of weakening as we go through the morning here. Oklahoma City, that's moved north of you now. We see it breaking apart a little bit, but back here, this is where the upper low is, and this energy is going to help to reinvigorate snowfall later in the day. By the way, Amarillo, half-mile in snow, winds gusting to 30 miles an hour. That system moves in this direction, and I believe that later in the day into tonight, we'll see southeast Oklahoma into Arkansas begin to pick up the snowfall. The track of the system, as we go in later in the afternoon here, this tremendous plume of moisture working its way from the Gulf Coast. Again, some of that being robbed by the convection that's down there now, but I expect later in the day that to reinvigorate. Snow back through Oklahoma City, working its way toward Little Rock, probably after midnight. As we get into Wednesday, in the Wednesday time frame, that entire area of snowfall is going to work its way from Indianapolis all the way up to places like Toledo, Ohio. In between the snow and the rain, a dangerous mix of icing in this area right here. I'm concerned about that. We're going to need to stay tuned as we go further into the week here for that icing, especially across parts of West Virginia into southern PA. Steph, on that note, we send it back to you.
And I want to give you a little timing here for different cities and show you where the storm's going to end up. We're going to start you in Little Rock here. Our TORCON of 6. 6 out of 10, excuse me, our StormCon. I'm so used to using the word TORCON, that's for tornadoes, but we are talking StormCon here. Christmas Day today, winds 20 to 30 miles an hour, rain changing over to snow. And I think the wind is going to be a tremendous factor as we head over the next several days. 4 to 6 inches of snow tonight with those winds increasing. And you could see heavy snow at times. And then on Wednesday, tomorrow, things are going to start calming down in the Little Rock area. Now, Indianapolis, what is your StormCon? You're our 6 as well because you're going to be impacted greatly by the storm as we head throughout the day today. Mostly cloudy, but as we head tonight and into tomorrow, Fish, that's when it's going to get nasty here.
Of course, Steph, with all of that, the weather having a big impact on the holiday week travel. So next year on Morning Rush, we'll detail travel troubles on the road from today through the end of Euclid. Plus, we've got another storm. It's just off the northwest coast right now. This will cross the country, could affect some of the major cities in the Northeast. Details coming up.